It's safe to say that Los Angeles Clippers fans have been through a lot when it comes to being an NBA Finals caliber team. The Clippers made their first conference finals a couple of years ago and are now trying to get that NBA chip. However, it hasn't been easy. Injuries have caused for the Clippers to not go as far as anticipated. But now, the Clippers team is looking very good. If all goes well, they should be one of the top dogs in the league. If you're asking me, I would say that the Clippers might just be the most interesting team to watch in this upcoming season. Why? Well, let me show you. Before we get to the reasons of why the Clippers will look so interesting, we need some context to see what we're working with. Last season, the Clippers finished the season going 42-40. After not having their biggest star Kawhi Leonard for the entire season and not having a full season of Paul George, they unfortunately didn't make the playoffs. What's funny is that out of every player who helped the Clippers win game, Ivica Zubac had the highest win share. I'm sorry, but that's when you know something's not right. But the Clippers had an unlucky season due to injuries. I'm sure they would have been at least top 5 in the conference with a healthy Kawhi and PG. But now, both men are healed up and ready to go. And on that note, I think this helps get to the first reason why the Clippers will be an interesting team. Having Kawhi Leonard again. Kawhi Leonard's greatness speaks for itself. 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA, 2-time NBA champion, 2-time Finals MVP, 7-time All-Defensive Team, and many more. Not only is Kawhi's return going to help the Clippers, but it's also the fact that the man is looking very fit. A few videos were shown of Kawhi practicing, and the man looked like he was in the gym 24/7. It looks like he won't be holding back in the upcoming season. But having a healthy and possibly the most fit Kawhi Leonard ever is very helpful. The man is a great leader who knows how to win an NBA championship. Having him and Paul George will also be one of the deadliest duos in the league. Like I said the first time, if all goes well and both men are healthy, it should be a fun season for Clippers fans. Next up on the list is the off-season moves made by the Clippers, more specifically, John Wall. In July, the Clippers signed Wall for 2 years, and this signing is definitely the Clippers gambling. John Wall hasn't played a full season of basketball since the 2016-17 season. He has played a combined of 113 games in 5 years. To put it into perspective, out of the 5 years since 2017, there were a total of 390 games played in the past 5 NBA seasons. The reason why it isn't more was because of COVID, when teams weren't able to play the whole season. And the very next season, Adam Silver said it would only be 72 games. So in total, 390 games. Out of the 390 games, Wall only played in 113 of them, meaning he missed 277 games in the past 5 years. We'll see if things finally turn around for Wall. But if you're asking me, I have a feeling this season could be better. The reason why is because Wall has played for underperforming teams his entire career. First it was with the Washington Wizards, who never seemed to get things together. Then it was with the Houston Rockets. But now, he's playing for a team who is by far one of the biggest contenders in the West. He has a lot more help now with Kawhi and PG. So things should be easier for him and he won't have to put the team on his back. I have a feeling John Wall's 2022-23 season might be a season a lot of his fans have been waiting for, where he is fully healthy from start to finish. Next up on the list is the fact that the Clippers have some underrated players the league needs to look out for. One guy I'm thinking of who could very well be an underrated player for the Clippers is none other than Norman Powell. In the past 3 years, Norman Powell has had a huge improvement in his game. Last season, he averaged 19 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, and shot 41% from the 3-point line. The Clippers would acquire Norman in February, and even though he only played 5 games with them, he still averaged 21 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds while shooting 50% from the field. If Kawhi and Paul George are sitting, I can very well see Norman being one of the main scoring options. As for drafting, the Clippers walked out of the 2022 draft with just one selection in the second round, Moussa Diabate, a 6'11", 210-pounder from France. He didn't show much out in college, and we'll see how he ends up on the Clippers roster. But to conclude this statement, I look at Norman Powell as the Jordan Poole of the Golden State Warriors. Let me know if you agree down in the comments. Finishing off the video with the predictions being made by NBA insiders and fans. According to ESPN insider Bobby Marks, he believes that the Clippers will be a 60-win team this season. A 60-win team. Bleacher Report believes that the Clippers will go 51-31 and think that there is a lot at stake due to the fact that the Clippers stars are injury prone. But then again, That's what makes it interesting. The last time people thought Kawhi Leonard was done due to an injury was the season he won his second NBA championship. Paul George has been through a lot in his career, but either way, he is still looked at as a top 20 player in the NBA. Maybe even more, maybe top 15 or top 10 to some people. John Wall hasn't played a full season in a while, but now that he is playing on a contending roster, his role might not be as huge, meaning he won't be as active on the court as he was when in Washington. Since he has two stars on the court who can do the scoring, I can see Wall being less of a guy who puts up a lot of points, but instead being the playmaker and the top passer of the team. But in the end, we'll just see how things go. The Clippers will have to let their guys do their thing, and we'll see if they live up to the hype. Let me know down in the comments how you guys think the Clippers will do in the 2022-23 season. Besides that, that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you're new to the channel, please consider to leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. We are getting so close to 2,000 subscribers. So if you're new and you're watching, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that. And as always, have a great rest of your day. I will see you all soon. I'm out.